Hey guys, Sarah J here again with a very important message for you today on how to declutter your life and reduce stress. I think we all can benefit from this message here today. So, clutter, excess clutter in our lives affects all aspects of our life. So it affects our health, it affects our peace of mind, it affects our relationship, it affects our finances. So, it's a very disempowering habit that we can form, having clutter all over the place, because what it does, it allows for stress to seep into our life. It creates an open invitation for chaos to take up space in our life, and when people think of clutter, you may think of physical clutter. Well, that's just one half of the picture. Physical clutter is just one part of it, but there's also mental clutter. That could be the thoughts that we hold on to. When something happened 5 years ago, we're still talking about it. Someone cheated on you 10 years ago and you're still having unforgiveness to them. That's clutter. We can have edible clutter, such as, if you're working on a project at your desk and you got a box of Twinkies sitting there, a bag of, a container of, Bojangles chicken or KFC chicken. That's clutter because it doesn't allow you to focus. It distracts you. We have auditory clutter. That is clutter. Say, for example, you're working at your desk on a project and you have Lil Wayne popping in the background, or you have the television playing in the next room. You cannot stay focused with all of those distractions. We have visual clutter, such as, a couple months ago, before I did this clutter exercise, I was looking at my desktop, and I had a million icons on my desktop, and the desktop is really to store things that you could get to pretty easily. It's files that you use frequently, but I had a million icons on my desktop. I'm like, damn, I can't find anything. There's no organization, nothing but chaos. So I had to clean up my desktop, and it just looks so different now. I can easily maneuver through my files and know where everything is. So that's, we have mental clutter. I talked about mental clutter. Visual clutter, that's with the computer. Auditory clutter, edible clutter. So there's not just physical, there's many other parts of clutter. So clutter, there are ways that you can declutter your life. And in this video, I'm going to talk about a two-step process that you can use. It's very simple, but it can have a profound impact on your life. So the first thing you need to do is to identify areas of your life where clutter exists. So you want to start, you want to compartmentalize the different areas. So you want to look maybe at your work life, your work area. So look at your desk, your computer, and see, do you have files on your desk or on your computer, for that matter, that you haven't used in 10 years? Are there things that you need to purge? Do you need to clean? Is your desk all junky and you can't find where things are? Nothing is organized? You want to look at those and just write them down. Write down all the areas in which you have clutter in your work area. The next thing you want to look in your home. So all the rooms in your home, the closet in particular, your attic, your garage. Ladies, take a good look at your closet. I did this about 6 months ago. I went into my closet and I had a whole bunch of clothes, a whole bunch of shoes. Like, many of you who know me, I love shoes. So I have a lot of shoes. But then I started going through everything in my closet. And I went through all of my shoes, and I had about 20 pairs of shoes that I had purchased many years ago. I can't even remember, that I've never worn. Shoes that are outdated, that I will never wear. Shoes that I've worn once to a party, but have never worn it again. So I decided that, look, I'm going to purge a lot of this stuff because I'm pretty sure there's somebody else out there that can use these things. So I made a bag, about 6 bags at least, that I donated to the Goodwill and to the Salvation Army. And my closet looks totally different. It's like a weight, a burden has been lifted off of me just to do that project and declutter my closet. Think about your makeup drawer, your cabinets in your bathroom. Do you have lotions in there that are 5 years old? Perfume that you have not worn in 4 years? Purses that you could give away? Belts? Anything. Identify the things that you can throw away, the things that you can donate. Get it out. If you're not using it, get it out of your house. So that's your home. The next thing is, the next area that you want to identify, look at your vehicle. Do you have stuff stuffed away in your trunk? I mean, I cleaned up my trunk and I had diapers in my trunk. My son is 3 years old. What the hell am I doing with diapers in my trunk? There was a box of sodas in my trunk. I don't know who put it in there. Someone in my house. I don't even drink soda. What the hell do I have a container of sodas in my trunk? Am I selling soda? No. So get rid of all of that junk. I mean, if you go into some people's car, it looks like their house. They got clothes, they got this, they got that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You don't need it. Okay? You want to look at your life, your relationships. Are there people in your life that's occupying space and taking up your time that don't deserve it? Are you in a relationship that you should have ended about 4 years ago? A relationship that expired 3 years ago? What are you waiting for? Put that on your declutter list, because you got to get rid of those things, right? Look at your mental life. Are there thoughts in your life or people that you're holding resentment towards? Are you holding grudges that are 20 years old? Are you mad at your mom because she didn't let you go to the prom when you were in 12th grade and that's 20 years ago? Are you holding on to resentment for a teacher that told you were stupid in the 5th grade? Are you holding on to that boyfriend who dumped you in 2nd grade? Are you holding on? Take mental inventory. Write it down. Write it down, because you have to get rid of that. If you really want to transform your life, you don't transform your life from the outside in. You transform your life from the inside out. It's not about just your physical environment. It's about your mental environment. Okay? So if you want to change, you have to look at all areas in which you're hoarding. I'm pretty sure you've seen that nasty show, Hoarders. I watched that show one time. I was like, I cannot watch that thing again. It's so disgusting. But it's the way we live our lives, maybe not to that degree. We're holding on to clutter and things that no longer serves us that we really need to get rid of. Look at your commitments that you've made. A lot of us, especially parents, we have our children in dancing and basketball and soccer and tennis and music. For what? A lot of it is just to satisfy our ego, to embellish our egos. Most of the time our kids don't want to be in all that stuff. They don't have time. And they got homework, they got school, they got play dates. You're overwhelming them. You're cluttering their lives. Re-examine the things that you have, all of your commitments, the things that you have your children in, or all the organizations that you're a part of. Why do you have to be a part of 10 organizations? For what reason? How does that serve you? Actually, what it's doing is distracting you from living on purpose, from realizing the highest potential in your life. So get rid of it. Your kid doesn't need to be in 20 activities. Maybe a couple. I don't say, take them out of activities, but you need to re-examine. What commitments are you making? Are you babysitting when you don't feel like it? Are you keeping other people's children when you don't feel like it? Are someone living with you that you really want them out? Look at your commitments. Are you in a job that you should have quit 5 years ago? Think about it. Something to think about. So you need to really explore all aspects of your life and identify where clutter exists. And I've given you all the different areas that you should. There may be other areas. Think about it, write it down. If you think of it as clutter, write it down, because it is clutter. The next step, what you want to do is you want to spend just 10 minutes per day. 10 minutes. And 10 minutes should be doable for most people. It's definitely doable for me. Now, when you say let's spend an hour cleaning out that closet, then my mind immediately comes in and say, I don't know about that. I'll put it off till tomorrow. So if you find yourself that 10 minutes is too long for you, well, just scale it back and go to 5 minutes. Right? What you want to do is you want to begin with a time frame that's comfortable for you. It could be 20 minutes. The thing is, once you begin doing it, say you go to 5 minutes, once you begin doing that project, you'll end up going longer than those 5 minutes. So just allocate the 5 or 10 minutes a day to one item on your list. Maybe you'll start off with your desk. I'm going to organize the files, or my computer. I'm going to clean off all the junk and get rid of all the emails that I don't use and unsubscribe from all of these email listings because I've never opened this person's email. Do that. Organize your files. Organize it with whatever ways fits for you. And I will do another video that talks about ways that you can organize your files on your computer. And you're able to filter through your messages much more quickly. So just dedicate 10 minutes or 5 minutes per day to tackling the clutter. And I promise you, and I'm pretty sure you know this because you know what it feels like when you come into your home and it's clean. It's like refreshing. It feels like you've taken off that gorilla, that 100-ton gorilla off your back. You know what I mean? You're able to focus. Your energy is not here and there and just all over the place. You're able to hone in on what projects you want to work on and take the necessary steps to accomplishing your goal. So there you have it. There are some tips that you can use to begin to declutter your life, which will subsequently lead to a less stressful life. And we all can use that. I'm pretty sure this video is valuable to you. If not, let me know. Leave me a message. Maybe you have different methods that you have used to declutter your life. How is that working for you? Let me know. And if you feel that anyone that you may know of that can use this message, please share it with them. We don't want to get all this knowledge and keep it for ourselves, hoarding it. We want to share it with other people so that their lives, so we transform our lives and they transform their lives. And it's like a chain reaction. Everyone, and one by one, we can make this world so much different. We can make our lives so much different. Thank you for listening to this message today, and I will see you on the next video.